You are so fantastic. I just have to tell you how much I continue to love you. I loved you from the first time you were on the show, and you were so fabulous in every way, and I just adore you.
Well,
that's all.
Well, damn it, I love you too, Ellen.
But really, I mean, you constantly are inspired, and I think that there's nobody like you, but I just think you're just everything, and everything I see you do, and every new area that you go into. This new video that you did, where your acting is amazing. You've got to go into acting next, right?
Thanks. Well, I'm not sure. I always, when I talk about acting, I'm always surprised that no one ever asks me to audition.
But did they offer you just jobs without auditioning?
Yeah, because they'll just say, we want her to do this movie. And I'm just like, why? You've never seen me act before. I want to audition. I want to work for it, So I sort of, when I get offered jobs and I don't audition for them,
Then you turn them down?
Yeah, I turn them down.
So if someone asked you to audition, you'd go audition?
Hell yeah.
All right. And what would you want? Would you want to do comedy? Would you want to do drama? Do you have any ideas of what you'd want to do?
I don't really know. I mean, I guess my dream would be to be in like a Woody Allen movie or something. That would be sort of my dream.
All right. Well, let's make that happen. Maybe he will make you audition.
Maybe. I'd like to audition.
I saw you not too long ago at the Bill Clinton Foundation. It was his sort of birthday party thing at the Hollywood Bowl, and I introduced you, and you were fantastic that night.
Your introduction was so funny. I almost peed down the tree. I was in a tree house.
And you almost peed. Yes.
I was in
of course.
But of course, I was in a tree house, and I heard, "The next artist needs no introduction." And then she just walked off the stage. And I was like, "Was that Ellen?"
And congratulations on your 3 Grammy nominations: Album of the Year for Born This Way, Best Pop Vocal Album for Born This Way, Best Pop Solo Performance for You and I. And,
Thank you.
That's exciting. Woo! You're excited, right?
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding? I'm just so happy, and the fans are, Little Monsters are so amazing, and they have just been the most wonderful friends and supporters over the past 3 years, and to be nominated for the Grammys this year and to have been nominated the past 2 years for my previous 2 albums, it just feels so good to be recognized as a songwriter, because that's really what it's about. When you're nominated for the album, you're not just nominated for the music, you're nominated for your choices of producers, the songwriting, who you chose to mix the record. It's like the whole team. So I was on the phone like, yeah, we did it! Woo-hoo! Born This Way. I was so happy.
I love that you still get that excited, because you would think with all the success you have, and we see nothing but success, but the other side of it is, the other side of it, it sometimes doesn't come your way, and so you really relish all of this.
I just really love what I do. And it was funny because even today, when we were rehearsing, and I love Ellen so much because she always watches my rehearsals. I get so excited. The first time she watched my rehearsal, my boob popped out. That was 3 years ago. Remember that?
Yes.
And she was like, well, is that going to happen during the show? Because it was live. But as soon as I ran off stage today, I went on Twitter and I was like, I can't wait to perform on the Ellen Show. It's so much fun. And it's true, I really enjoy performing.
And the video, Marry the Night, it's really very inspired, and you directed the entire thing, right?
I did. This was the first video that I've directed myself. I always wrote the treatments for all my videos, but I always had a co-director with me on set. So this was the first time that it was really just me and the director of photography.
It's beautiful. It's beautifully shot. I love everything about it. And you drew from a lot of different experiences or music?
Yes, well, the video is autobiographical, so it is about my life and my journey, many of the obstacles that I went through during my rise to having a job now, which is great.
There's a very dark, there's like a breakdown in there. So
certainly.
Did you have a real breakdown?
Yes, that's it's a true life story from beginning to end. That I was in the hospital, and then later that day, when I got home with my best friend, I got dropped from my first record label. So I had this complete breakdown and had to decide if I had what it takes from a heart perspective to do it all over again.
I do believe there are certain things that you learn from, and you either go in a different direction, you can keep going that way, but it's, nothing should ever stop you.
Well, Marry the Night is about, marrying the darkness, marrying what is difficult about your life. So I guess what the video is asking from all of you is to bear your struggles very close to your heart and have them be a part of you that you're proud of, as opposed to be something that you are ashamed of.
See, I thought, when you say, oh, I love that coffee table, and somebody goes, well, then why don't you marry it? I thought, yeah, I love the night, and somebody said, well, then why don't you marry it? And you were going to marry the night.
Yeah, I just like the night a lot.
Okay, that's what I thought. Let's talk about this book that is a fabulous book. Terry Richardson is the photographer who you just followed you around everywhere, right?
Yeah, he followed me everywhere.
And some of these pictures I can show, and some I can't show. And then then you included
Ellen.
me in it when we were in the elevator at the Grammys, and we were talking. And so thanks.
I love that picture.
And he's a great photographer. I love his stuff.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
I wanted to make a book that really was for the fans. So it's less for me and it's more for all of you. And I really love it because I feel that you can look through it from start to finish, and there's such a timeline of my journey on the tour and my relationship with the fans and how it's changed and grown and become so much stronger. And we're going to do more. So this is the first, and I suppose they will get more. It'll be like, Gaga X Richardson, and then Gaga double X Richardson, and then maybe Gaga
Triple X, really? It's going to get worse here than this?
Let's see.
They're beautiful
Well, I saw some of the dancing in between the segments, and I didn't think it was appropriate.
Yeah.
It's just, I didn't think it was family friendly.
Yeah.
I'm not judging anybody. I'm just being honest.
Wow. That's pretty bad if you've got Gaga judging y'all for dancing.
Yes,
and
I'm judging you.
Before we go, you're going on touring. You just finished touring. Most people would just fall down for a year, and you're getting ready to go back on tour again, right?
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
You just love touring.
Yeah, well, I love it, and then also, it's just not so different from my day-to-day life because I don't have a home still.
Well, you can buy one,
I could. I'm a gypsy,
Yeah.
And I really I can't plan my life out like that so much, and then I think, well, gosh, what a waste of money to buy a place when I'm on the road for some, and even though, maybe it might not seem like a big deal because, I'm like a pop singer or whatever. It's it still hurts to write a check when you didn't
Well, not if you're going to be there. But, you're in a hotel all the time.
We were laughing. Everybody was laughing because when I signed my tax returns this year, I had to get completely wasted. I was just they were just holding me up. I just couldn't even, it's unbelievable.
Yes, it's a lot. It's that mo money, mo problems that Biggie told us about.
Yeah.
All right, you're going to sing for us a little bit later on. The name of the book is Lady Gaga by Terry Richardson, and everybody in the audience is going home with this. Here to perform Marry the Night from her multi-platinum CD, Born This Way. Give it up for the incredible Lady Gaga.
gonna marry the night. I won't give up on my life. I'm a warrior queen, live passionately tonight. I'm gonna marry the dark, gonna make love to the stars. I'm a soldier to my own emptiness. I am a winner. I'm gonna marry the night. Gonna marry the night. Gonna marry the night.